So in college, we're taught how to wire things today, right? How things should be wired and how things work and how things pass Part P and all that palaver. But as an electrician, you do go to a property where it's wired completely different, how they used to do it. And sometimes it boggles your mind thinking, right, how does this work? So in this video, we're gonna go through the two-way switching in old colours and how it used to be wired, and then we'll switch to how it is wired these days. But we'll show you how it works, so if you're ever fault finding on it, you know exactly what cables are which. So let me scribble it out first so you understand exactly how it is wired, and then we'll actually do it on this board. Right, so we want a fuse board. Look at that, the pen's running out. Right, so that's the fuse board. And we've got a 6 amp MCB, RCBO MCB, as you know. And then we'll have a switch, which is down here. And then, say, another switch. So this is going to be a two-way switch. But they're both controlling this light, just here. Let's do this in a bit of red. Oh, that red pen's better, look. Right, so that's controlling that light. So what we'll do with our live and neutral, we normally just comes out and goes to the light switch. This is what normally happens, I don't know, in the 1970s. I assume people still wire them to this day like this as well. But this is how you normally find it. Personally, we'd do it differently, but I'll show you that later. So then we go to that, then the switch wires come out of here, go to here, and then also go to here. Confusing, I know. But then also from here, we have these. So that's a lot of wiring, a lot of routes. So then how do we make that switch do that and that switch do that? Well, let's put the actual wires on there and then I'll show you exactly how it works. Ta-da! And as if by magic, I've put the wires in where they want to go. Like, this is your main board again, like, because basically this is where the power's going to come from. I know it's not a fuse board, but I ain't putting a fuse board up for this temporary, just to explain. And that's your light, so we're going to watch that come on. And then these are your switches. So let's get a bit closer, because I wanted to show you how I'm going to connect these up and where the wires come from. So I can show you how it works and how it switches. So then we come from the fuse board, which, yep, it's going to get plugged in, to the light. So basically you take a live and a neutral, and your live will go into that 3 terminals. You know, in the ceiling rows where you get basically a 2, a 3 and a 3. Well, that's for your switch live. This is for your permanent live, and these are for your neutrals. So that will be that. And then out your switch, you'll have a single cable. Some of them don't have earths. For some reason, they just didn't do them with earths back in the day sometimes. But a lot of the time they do. So then from one of the switch, you'll come out and go to your switch live. This will be the switch live to the light. And then from the other switch, or the other two-way switch, the single core will come out again, and that will go to your permanent live. And then obviously connect up your earth as well in there. So you've got your earth continuously through the switches and to the light and from the main. So then you've got a single cord down here. These two will be your strappers that go over to the other switch, and this is your single core up to the light and your single core up to the light, where you'll pick up the permanent live and the switch live. And then now we want to put the switches on. So this single core that goes up as your switch live will go into the common, which is the top of that light switch. Your common up there, you've got L1, L2, and then your common. I haven't got any red sleeving, so I'm just going to leave it black. But to be honest with you, in most houses, they don't label them up. The old houses, if they're wide like this, then 9 times out of 10, they haven't got any sleeving on anyway. So then we've got your 2 strappers that go straight across to the other switch. And in the other two-way switch, we want the 2 strappers to go in. And it doesn't necessarily matter which way you're going round, because they always work. So don't worry about getting them switched up. You could keep them L1 as red and L2 as black, just like I've done here, but it still work. I'll switch them around and show you that. But then the one going out from the light switch, which goes into the permanent live, put that in the common, the top again, in the common of the two-way switch. So that will go into there. And then all we need to do, this is a switch in. Basically, as you can tell, there's no neutral down at these switches. There's no need to be a neutral. All it is doing is switching the live to make the light work. So now what we've got to do is plug it on, plug it in, and watch that light come on. So then now we've just put a live, neutral and earth to the fuse board. That's all on. And we've got a live, a neutral and an earth in your ceiling rows. So then we switch this. This is switched on. There we go. And switch off. Switch on, switch off. So this is your two-way switching of how I've seen it wired a lot like this. And then I'm just going to show you in here as well, if we just take these two out, which are your strappers, and just switch them round. So then black will be in L1 and red will be in L2. So your strappers, like I say, it doesn't matter which way round they are, it'll still work. And if you look at this one's got red in L1, black in L2, black in L1, red in L2. So it doesn't matter which way your strappers are. And then if we plug it in once again, and that's plugged in, so then it still switches exactly how it should. So the strappers, it doesn't matter which way around they are, it'll still work. And that is how it's commonly wired, I'd say, in the 70s. A lot of houses are wired like this. This is a single core cable down to the switch. So then now let's take it back and find out how we wire it traditionally. Traditionally now, like if this was a brand new install, how we would wire it. But hang about, before we do that, I'm going to show you another way that, it's just another way that electricians, I think, used to do it, and I think it's possibly still used to this day as well by certain people. Is basically a live, neutral and earth coming into your fuse board, coming into the ceiling rows. Basically, again, you've got your neutral, your neutral that side, your permanent live in the middle of a ceiling rows, and this one should have a bit of red sleeving on, because this is your switch wire going down to the switch. So then you've got a permanent live and a switch live in your switch. And then from out there, which is a 3-core, which obviously was the old colours, red, yellow, blue, would go out. And then the blue and the red, yes, should be sleeved in a red sleeving as well to prove that it's a live cable. But 9 times out of 10, if it's old, they've either fell off, someone's changed the switch and they've not put them back on. So then on this one, you want your red in your common, and then your yellow in your L1. Basically, again, it doesn't necessarily matter too much because they're just your strappers, but your red and your blue will be your strappers. I've seen it a lot of times where people are using the yellow as a common, but I always use the red because the red's something that, I don't know, I just think it's labelled as, what is it, as a permanent live. I'd use the yellow as a switch live if this was a different scenario, but yeah, that one's just come off. So let's just do that again. So then you've got your 2 strappers in there. Oh my god, what's happened to this? Well, this cable is old, obviously, so they like to come off a bit. So I've got to make sure that they don't snap. So this is just your 2-way switch in here. This is another old way that people have wired it previously in the past, and like I say, I bet they still do it to this day. And in this one we use your red as your common once again, like just whatever you're going to use as common, use it common at every switch. So if that's red at common there, that's red at common there. And then you want, my god, look at the state of that cable. This is why it got ripped out. It was deteriorating and no good. So we ripped it out. Lucky it's not in someone's house now, it's just in here, in my garage, where we can just play around. Right, so then we'll put that live in common. And then in L1, or let's do L2 to start with. Do L2, we'll have one of the switch wires, one of the strappers, sorry, that go to the... And then the switch live goes into with one of the strappers. That'll be your switch live. Again, it doesn't matter which way around it is, but as long as you've got them in one. So then your other strapper that goes onto the switch, put that in with the permanent live. So then that permanent live will be in with the bottom one once again. So you've got the permanent live in here and the switch live in there. So this switch live goes out and goes into the switch live to the switch that obviously turns the switch on. But then that is how it is wired in that switch. This will be like your main switch, and this is going to be another one you can add on as well. But like I say, they're in other videos. Have a look in the comments, I'll tag them in there. So other videos how to extend them on with the intermediate switch. But this is just your normal two-way switching is how it used to be wired maybe, or how it is possibly wired. So let's plug it back in. Right, so then now we've got a live on, the live going to the light, which sends a signal down to the switch. So then to the switch wire, it turns the light on. But these two strappers as well, because we want to be able to switch it from another position. So these are your other switch wires. So then this is another way of two-way switching. So I mean, there's a few ways to do this, but we come across no end of ways, especially when you're going to fault find in an older property. It's nice to know how it should be wired. Because they don't teach it anymore in college, because we don't do it like this anymore, we do it like this next one. Now I've left the live neutral and earth as black and red, because I'm not changing the fuse board for this job. Right, so all we want is a live neutral and earth going into the fuse board. Obviously your live is brown or red, earths are always going to be the same, they've never changed, or the neutral is blue and black. So then instead of going to the light, go straight down to the switch. So what I've done in here is this is your live and neutral down to the switch, and this will be your switch live that goes out to the light. So in the light we'll just have a switch live in there, and then we can use this terminal for the earth, and then this one for the neutral. So basically all we have at the light is a live, neutral and earth, and this is a switch live, not a permanent live. You can go out a little bit further and put a 4-core up, or 3-core, sorry, so you've got a permanent live up there. But for this scenario, I've just got the switch live coming out the here. And then in here, the switch live, what I've also done is put a bit of sleeving on, just so I know which one's which, if you ever go back to it. That's what I normally do. So that is what I've done here to show you what I've done. And then in here, because these switch boxes, now, you don't have them little thin, what are they? I don't know, 15mm ones. You've got a 25mm box. So what we want is to go your neutrals through. So we have a neutral down to the switch. So your neutral comes out of the fuse board, comes down to the switch, and the switch live goes out to that. And then, out to the light, sorry. And then from the switch, you can go straight across to here. And this will be your other two-way switch. And all you have in there is your switch wires. No neutral needed inside that. So what we want to do with the main one will be the common, which I'd normally put the brown into the top, and then the two strappers along the bottom once again. And these all go to the switch. So if you ever need to put another switch in, all you got to do is come from this switch. So we'll put that one in there. So these two are your strappers. So there you go. That is your two-way switch in there, if you can see, with also sleeving on. I've actually got brown sleeving, so yeah, I've used it. And then in this one, again, we'll use the brown in 3/4 as the common. And then for the bottom, this is similar to the last one, where I have a live coming in, which I like to keep the permanent live as the black. Everybody's different, but I'll keep the permanent live as the black. And then the switch live into the other side, which is L2, which will go in with this one in here. So then this is basically your two-way switch. Once again, this is how I do it. And the reason I do it like this is now people don't necessarily need a permanent live all the time up at the switch, especially with downlights. If you've got to put a junction box in the ceiling, it's a nightmare. I don't want to do junction boxes in the ceiling. So I try to bring the live and neutral down to the switch, so if there ever is a problem, you can test from an accessible place. You don't have to pull everything out. So then, let's plug it in. And then now, we've just got a two-way switches. And that two-way switches with less junctions. Look, I just like the idea of less wires up at the light, because there's less wires that can get at fault basically. I don't know, it's just something that I like to do, is a live and a switch live and a neutral out from the switch. So everything's switched from here. And then, well, and there as well, obviously. There we go, that's your two-way switch. How most, I'd say 90% of modern day electricians do it and are taught in college. Now these are a couple of weird and wonderful, no, not weird, basically they're the old way that people used to do it. They're the sort of ways that I've seen out there in old installs. There is a lot more. You don't know sometimes. DIY Dave's come along and he's got it to work in a weird and wonderful way. But these are common ways which electricians used to wire them like. So if you know any other ways, apart from singles, don't go into singles or conduit, because that's similar to the first way I did. But if you don't know any other ways, drop them down in the comments. I'd like to know how people actually wire two-way switches.